What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the MG Cup Series, and this is the final race of Chris Mack's suspension. So welcome to the final race for now, without Chris Mack in it. We are at Darlington Raceway, getting ready for our, I guess you could say, pretty big event here, the Southern 500 here at Darlington Raceway. Tony Stewart. It's your pole sitter with Greg Biffle starting on his outside. It's been the same front row for almost each week. These two just can't seem to get away from each other. But although these two have won probably the most races this season, other than Chris Mack, they are not in the championship hunt. Well, I mean, Greg Biffle kind of is, but Tony Stewart's really kind of out of it. Got suspended a few weeks ago at Indy, and some other things happened as well. But anyways, coming off of turn 4, getting ready to get things underway here from Darlington Raceway. Stewart, your pole sitter. Biffle in second. Green flag in the air. We're racing from Darlington. Heading turns 1 and 2 for the first time. Speed of these guys already on this restart, getting up to speed here. They came off of turn 2 side by side, and somehow we're able to make it out of that alive. And the car did not get going. It was a 10 of Scott Riggs. He's in his pit box now. The crew trying to work on that car and see what's wrong with it. Chris Mack stuck on the outside. Is he going to hit the outside wall? No, he will not. This is not really a track you want to be side by side at in the corners. On the straights, maybe, but y'all want to figure that out before you get down into the turn, because it gets really tight in a hurry. Man, these drivers learning that very quickly here from Darlington Raceway. The side-by-side action continues just for a little bit. It's starting to single file out just a little bit here as Biffle gets up behind Stewart. Now Tony Stewart trying to hold on to that spot. Chris Mack on the high side trying to hold his own as well back there. Can he clear the 88 of Dale Jarrett heading down into turn 1? No, he couldn't. He's gonna have to back way out of it here, heading through 1 and 2. And now here comes the 07 of Dave Blaney to his inside. Contact made. Statler saves it. Comes back up the racetrack. Contact once again with Jimmy Johnson there. And now they keep it straight once again. Jeff Gordon all over the back bumper of Elliott Statler here. Now here comes his teammate Kyle Busch in the 5 car. Oh man, look at Kyle Busch making a move underneath his way more experienced teammate here in the MG Cup Series. Getting by Jeff Gordon. Now Carl Edwards gets passed as well. Jeff Gordon just got passed by 2 rookies in the same lap here. Look at the 9 of Casey Kane. The 86 of Val Wolfe. I said Chris Mack by mistake, out of habit, my bad. Val Wolfe in that 86 car, her final race with Papyrus for now. Possibly her final race with them ever here. All over the back bumper of Michael Waltrip. Nearly got him sideways there. And she has another run on that 15 car. Now where's she gonna go? Gonna go absolutely nowhere. The entire line of cars in front of her just gets backed up by somebody who did not get a good exit off of turn 4. And it looks like that's Dale Jarrett as he's being freight trained through 1 and 2 right now. believe this may be the longest opening run into a Southern 500 here on the channel. It's now look, Jamie McMurray is up in the second place here, challenging Greg Biffle for P1. Rusty Wallace on the back bumper of Tony Stewart. He's going to look low off of turn 2. Can't do anything with it. Has to slide back in line in front of his teammate, Ryan Newman, behind him in the 12 there. Look at this huge gaggle of cars back here. All right there, nose to tail with each other. Now Val Wolfe looking to the inside of Michael Waltrip. Can't quite get there. Casey Mears and Scott Wimmer making a little bit of contact going through turn 1. Turns 1 and 2, excuse me. Can Wimmer hop down to the bottom? Mears playing some heavy defense right now on that 22 car. And that 41 is fast, man. Unfortunately, we're going to have to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the MG Cup Series. The caution is out for an incident. It's a pretty big one. On the back straightaway. We're going to go ahead and show you what it was right now. It was multiple cars getting airborne here, but Jeff Gordon trying to get underneath the 38 of Elliott Sadler. Gets into that 38 car. Sadler slides down the banking, back up the racetrack. They go hard into the wall and they collect poor Joe Nemechek in the 01. Hard hits for all three of those drivers. Nemechek and Sadler get launched up into the air. Both go up onto their sides. But luckily, neither of them flip over. Here comes Kyle Busch. He's going to get into it as well. Heavy damage for that 5 car there. Then Ricky Rudd gets a piece. And now, driving away from it, Val Wolfe is going to get turned by Jeff Burton. Bang! Gets plowed by Kyle Petty. The 7 of Robbie Gordon gets up on his side. Almost went over. I mean, they just flew in there, man. I don't think they were expecting that. I thought, well, I'm pretty sure what happened here was, as we ride on board with Kyle Petty, I'm pretty sure he's thinking they made it through now. They should be good. But watch this. Heading down the front straightaway. Or back straightaway, excuse me. The wreck happens the next... Oh, man. Wow, they just came sliding right down into his path. The secondary wreck that nobody really ever expects to happen just broke out of nowhere right in front of everybody there. And there was really nothing to do. Nothing they could do. They were trying to get through and race back to the line, and they started wrecking again. There was really nothing they could do. Watch this. From the 9 of Casey Kane's view. We're going to go on board with the 31 of Robbie Gordon. Watch this. Now let's take a ride with Valeria Wolfe. I'm hoping I'm saying her name correctly for once. She got smacked by Kyle Petty there. Pretty big wreck that broke out of nowhere there. They're still not done wrecking. Down in the turn 3, they were still making contact, trying to avoid it. Kevin LePage got into it, and then, man, watch this. Absolute carnage heading down in the turn 3. Terry Labonte, nowhere for a lot of these guys to go. Looking at it now, I don't see anything penalty worthy. So I don't think these guys have much really to be worried about. What did David Root or Carl Long just do? He was trying to slow down. He can't really just stop, especially in a turn. At this point, anything that was happening in the corner was pretty much inevitable. But yeah, that's what brought out the first caution of the day. We're gonna get things rolling once again after this, after a quick cleanup. But we'll be right back after this from Darlington. Welcome back to Darlington Raceway. We're getting set to go green once again. Scott Riggs is now out on the track in that 10 car after missing the start due to some sort of mechanical issue with that car. Looks like they fixed whatever the problem was. So now he's going to be out here racing for some of his laps back, but that 10 car is 2 laps down. So he's actually been back on track for a while now, but we're just now getting to mention it. So getting ready to go green here. There we go. Green flag back in the air, racing once again here from Darlington. And with all this lap traffic restarting in front of the field at a one groove track, there is really, it's not going to end well. This is not going to be good at all. I'll tell you that right now. Scott Riggs trying to hold his own. But Valeria Wolfe, oh my god, oh, 3 wide, there they go. Jeremy Mayfield came back up, and there was nowhere for Brian Vickers or Carl Edwards to go. A big hit. Carl Long, nowhere to go. Oh man, that was a terrible crash. What even happened? Okay, we're gonna just go back and look at the replay. We're not gonna worry about anything else right now because what just happened here? 3 wide at Darlington. That does not work. They go up into the outside wall. They're fine for the most part. And then watch this. Here comes trouble. Okay, Truex gets a tiny piece of it here. Watch Carl Long. Oh my goodness. That 00 car just could not get slowed down in time at all. And I mean, he plowed right into it. Let's watch the one of Truex. He's trying to get low. He gets collected a little bit here. Gets a little bit more. That's going to take him out. What happened to the 00 and the 37-4? I mean, all these guys that came plowing into it late. Oh, side by side in the turn 3. He's trying to slow down. He's on the brakes. Oh, couldn't stop it in time. And man, I mean, in the corners, he just can't change directions. And poor Carl Long had nowhere to go. Right into the wreck. Just a tough break for him there. Not even, hasn't made many starts this season, just now getting a few opportunities to make a start, and just hasn't ended well for him. We're going to take another break. We'll be right back after this from Darlington Raceway. Alright, green flag's back in the air. Welcome back to Darlington, the Southern 500. It's back underway after 2 quick cautions here, and 2 hard crashes to bring out the cautions, but we are back. Val Wolfe kind of holding up most of the field here on this restart. Jimmy Johnson trying to figure out a way by her. They are stacking them up big time behind that 86 machine. She had a little bit of damage to that car, or has a little bit of damage to that car that's hurting her. It's not visual, but being involved in that wreck did slow her down a little bit. Just trying to stay out of the way. There's really nowhere to go to get out of the way here at this racetrack. You just got to pick a line and hope they make it by you. She's staying high here. Heading into turn 1 once again. Most of the field trying to get by her here on the inside. Casey Mears in the 41, right behind his teammate, Jamie McMurray. Those Chip Ganassi cars have been pretty fast these past couple of seasons. McMurray got 5 wins last season. Casey Mears, the inaugural Pepsi 400 winner, and then won, I believe, 3 times last season as well. 2 or 3 times. So yeah, he's been on these guys have been on a roll lately. They've been pretty unstoppable. Looking at that Papyrus number 86 car. Val. Now has to deal with Jason Leffler. Leffler's gonna try to get underneath her here. Couldn't quite. Just got tight there, slid up into her. Meanwhile, out in front, Greg Biffle, your race leader. We got a 3-car breakaway for the lead here, as Biffle tries to hold off Rusty Wallace and Matt Kenseth. Further back, Tony Stewart's back there waiting in fourth, trying to work his way up there. Kenseth is tired of waiting. He's going to get up to second, and now he's behind his teammate. It's Roush Racing 1-2 out in front here as Rusty Wallace falls back to third, and both the Penske cars inside the top 5 right now, as well as Ryan Newman runs 5th. Jimmy Johnson closing in on him, though, going to try to take that spot away from him. How about Jeremy Mayfield in 6th place? Oh, the battle for second is getting tight here. It's getting good. As Rusty Wallace came right back to that 12 car, tried to get underneath, or 17 car, I'm not sure what I'm talking about. Couldn't quite get underneath him. But he was there. He was there for sure. The 16 of Biffle made one little mistake there, and that's going to cost him 2, maybe 3, 4, 5 spots here. As he's stuck on the outside, he's going to get freight trained unless he can fight back through 3 and 4. But Tony Stewart getting a better turn 3 here. He's going to get a good exit and try to hold him off, but Tony Stewart is going to try to keep his nose in there and send it back in on the bottom heading into turn 1. It's not quite close enough to get there, but he definitely did try. And now Ryan Newman all over the back bumper of that 20 car. Newman looking to get past Stewart here. And the lap car is going to shake things up. That's the 7 of Robbie Gordon. With heavy damage to that race car. Robbie Gordon has had probably one of the worst seasons ever here in the MG Cup Series. And that is with all, not that, I mean, never mind. Okay, I was about to say with all 3 of Chris Mack's seasons combined, but no. That doesn't even those don't even compete with the season Gordon is having. I mean, he's had a bad season, but it's not been that bad now. I almost spoke too soon, but poor Matt Kenseth's getting held up now up on the high side as Rusty Wallace goes to the front. I wouldn't mind seeing Rusty Wallace win this race. He can send himself off with a crown jewel victory in his final season here in the MG Cup Series. 16 of Biffle, though, going to try to spoil that. Goes right back underneath that 2 car. He's going to get back to the lead here. Or will he? Rusty Wallace fighting back on the top. What a run. He's going to go back to the front. Or stay in the front, rather. 5 cars breaking away for the lead. And we're going to have to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this here on NBCSN. Welcome back to Darlington. Here in the MG Cup Series, we got a new leader. It's Jimmy Johnson in the 12 car. Out in front, your defending MG Cup Series champion. And he is up there in points too. I mean, I wouldn't count him out either. As of right now, your point standings are looking like Carl Edwards might be the favorite heading into this these final couple of races, but Jimmy Johnson is right there. They're all like within just like 2 races worth of points. I mean, they're just outside of 1 race worth of points, so they are pretty close in points here. And I mean, with the run Carl Edwards is having here today, which is not very good, as Carl is actually out of the race. I completely just disregarded the fact that he DNF'd, but yeah, Carl is out. So if Jimmy were to win this race, that would really boost him in points big time there. I mean, a 2nd place finish would do good too, but a win, I mean, every point at this point counts. Jimmy Johnson looking to become the first driver to go back-to-back and win multiple championships here in the MG Cup Series and win in back-to-back years. Look at the 16 of Greg Biffle getting held up by the 7 of Robbie Gordon once again. Now Gordon may be the slowest car out on the track right now. I'm not even sure how he's hitting minimum speed, but they're not saying anything about him. They're not telling him to get off the track, so I guess we'll just have to allow it. But Jimmy is going to benefit from this big time. He just not crossed the start-finish line. He's way out in front of his competition, and they're just now getting by that 7 car. Jeremy Mayfield's up into this group. Now here goes the 29 of Harvick. He's catching the pack. He's going to get underneath the 7 as well as the 42. Here goes the 88 of Dale Jarrett as well. And he's going to get himself held up. Side by side for that spot. I believe that is... I don't even know what spot that is. P6? Yeah, that's P6. Another lap car coming up. That's a 92 of Hermie Sadler. Hopefully he shouldn't be too much of a hassle here for Jimmy Johnson. You watch his speeds. Now Rusty has the fastest lap of the day. Obviously, I think the fastest car on track right now is actually Greg Biffle, but as far as fastest lap goes and short run speed, that's all going to Rusty Wallace as Rusty gets by the 16 car. But I believe Greg Biffle might have the better long run car, and he's not really pushing himself too hard right now to try to get by that 2 car. I think he might be waiting on him here a little bit. Jimmy Johnson, though, leads another lap. Jimmy's got the second fastest lap on track here. So we know he's got a fast car here today as well. But I know Biffle is hoping it'll end on a long run. He's relying on a long run to end the race. Because he does have a great long run car, but the draft is so big at this track as well that you never really know what can happen. Nearly hitting 190 heading into turn 3. These drivers are on it, man. But it's about that time we have to take another break. We'll be right back from Darlington after this. Welcome back to Darlington. Oh boy, this is getting tight. Lap cars all over the place in front of Jimmy Johnson here. And Jimmy just trying to get through all over the back of Boris Said. Now where's Boris gonna go? He's not gonna get out of the way. And Johnson trying to get underneath him here. Jimmy trying to get by this lap car to 36 of Boris Said. That's allowing another lap car to get back up to him there. But Jimmy's finally gonna get by him here. It's going to be quite a while before he catches Jason Leffler, so he might get a second to catch his breath here after he gets by the 61 of Tony Raines, and he does. Raines makes it easy for him, goes high and lets him by with ease. Gets out of the way there. Now here comes the rest of the cars, getting by Bill Elliott in the 91. There's the 2 of Rusty Wallace following him through. The 20 of Tony Stewart coming along. How about the 42 of Jamie McMurray up into the mix as well? Oh, McMurray's going to get checked up a little bit by that. I think this is about that time where we're gonna crank it up here. So allow me to shut up, and y'all can enjoy the sound of these cars. flying around this racetrack. Alright. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Quick crank it up there. Probably should have turned the game volume up a little bit just so y'all could hear the cars a little bit better, but it is what it is, you know? Gotta bring that meme back just for that. But yeah. Oh, and the yellow flag is in the air. Seems we've had a spin. I believe it was a 92 of Hermie Sadler that got spun on the backstretch. So there goes Jimmy Johnson's massive 5-second lead there, as he's gonna have to survive another restart here. Let's see what happened. Well, just trying to avoid that 92 car, 49. I mean, they were bumper to bumper to bumper, and around goes the 49 and the 92. Schrader was able to save it, does a great job keeping it off the inside wall there. But poor Hermie Sadler's going to go for a spin there. I'm going to watch it again. Luckily, neither driver is going to get any damage from this. But Hermie Sadler's going to need 4 fresh tires there, so that's that. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this for the drop of the green. Welcome back to the MG Cup Series here on NBCSN. We're about to get things back underway here from Darlington. Oh boy. Green flag back in the air. We're racing once again here from Darlington, and oh boy, they're about to get crazy now. Tony Raines tries to stay high and get out of the way here, but poor Rusty Wallace is going to get stuck behind him. Now can Rusty get underneath? Oh, contact! He tried it there. Raines going to go back up the racetrack, try to stay out of the way here. Oh man, and round goes to 09. Up into the outside wall, hard crash. He's upside down. That's Johnny Sauter in the 09 up on his roof. Oh, they're still wrecking down the back straightaway. The 19 of Mayfield is going to get some damage from that, and that's a tough break for him because he was running so well here today. Jimmy Johnson wins the race back to the caution flag, and he's going to have to slow down immediately here because Dale Jarrett's kind of beached here between the apron and the banking. Now he's finally got the toe back to pit road, and we're going to go ahead and look at what just happened to bring out this caution. It's a tough break for Jeremy Mayfield. And a tough break for Johnny Sauter, who got upside down. Because that's going to end his day quite early. And I don't think it really had anything to do with it. Just going through turns 1 and 2. Oh, Kenza tried to get underneath them. Couldn't quite. And, oh, man, got sandwiched into the wall so hard that it flipped his car over. And remember, this track does not have safer barriers yet. So that is a concrete wall that he just impacted. And, man, he slid along on his roof for quite a while there. I think Casey Mears got kind of grazed somebody a little bit, and that damaged his engine because in our physics. Then trying to save it actually. The 18 of Bobby Labonte sliding sideways there, as you see him. We're gonna go on board. Watch that 18 car. He's just trying to keep it off the wall. The second he straightens out, bang! Right in the Mayfield, who already had damage and was trying to drive away from it. It's gonna damage that 19 car even more. Tough break for Bobby Labonte, tough break for Jeremy Mayfield, tough break for Johnny Sauter. Casey Mears, Matt Kenseth, Dale Jarrett, all were having great runs here today. And it's going to come up short, or end prematurely there. Alright, here we go. Green flag back in the air. Racing once again here from Darlington. And man, look at the gap back there. Wow, there's a lot of lap cars in this field. Val Wolfe just trying to get some valuable time in the car. Get what I did there? Anyways, trying to get some experience here in that number 86 machine as she kind of cruises around now after getting a little bit of damage earlier. It's doesn't look severe on the outside, but it definitely slowed her down quite a bit, so she's just trying to stay out of the way as these Cup guys do their thing. She races full time in the Pro Series, so it's nice to see her fill in for Chris Mack for a couple more races this season. Because remember, Chris Mack, when he was injured at Kansas in 2003, she filled in and ran quite well and impressed a lot of people. And she's going to almost get turned by Ken Schrader, but she impressed a lot of people. She raced the heck out of Carrie Earnhardt. She was not giving up, but Jamie McMurray in the 42 car has moved up into the top 5. That was a great run here today, and we had 3 and 4. Or 1 and 2, excuse me, I am just dumb. Contact made. Tony Raines up into the outside wall. Tony Stewart got loose there as well. They're going to keep it straight. Oh, we got a crash in the back. And a hard wreck. Casey Mears, Jeremy Mayfield, they are done. So is Robbie Gordon in the 7. A hard crash brings out another caution here from Darlington Raceway. And let's see what caused it here. Let's see. what brought out this caution? Oh, Bobby Labonte trying to get underneath Jeremy Mayfield. Two wounded race cars getting together. Nowhere for poor Bill Elliott to go. Oh, man. Casey Mears down on the apron just trying to get through it. Just plowed right into it. And, man, that's a tough break. He was trying to get as low as he could, trying his best to slow that car down, trying to get it to turn, but ultimately just couldn't. The 19 car came right down the track, right into his path. And that 41 car, you saw it drift up the track a little bit. That's because he was carrying so much speed. You're so fast through 1 and 2. And when you get down on the apron on a flat part like that, I mean, the only reason you're able to carry so much speed through the turn is because there's so much banking. And when you get on the less banked part of the track, it just, does not want to turn at all. And that's what bit Casey Mears there. He could not get it slowed down in time. We're going to watch it at full speed now. Watch this. Oh! Man. Watch this. Bobby Labonte. Definitely not what you want to see in your mirror. 19 in Mayfield gets hooked. They both go up into the outside wall. Pretty hard impacts there. Poor Bill Elliott. That's 2 Evernham cars. Oh, man. Wow. I think Matt Kenseth got a piece of it as well there. Yeah, you see the right side just got ripped off of that car. This has been a chaotic race, to say the least. Lots of carnage here on these restarts. But that's kind of what happens when you have slower cars lining up at the front of the field. And a field full of drivers that aren't really that patient. Especially getting towards the end of the race. So just kind of a bad mix. But we're going to be right back after this. Green flag is back in the air. Once again, we're racing here from Darlington Raceway. Look at the 12 of Ryan Newman behind Jimmy Johnson here. It's nice to see Newman up in second. And he's going to try to go for another win this season. 16 of Biffle is there as well. Greg Biffle got his first career win this season at California and just has not looked back ever since. Whoa, contact for the lead. Ryan Newman pulls out, tries to get underneath that 48 car, couldn't quite get by him there. Jimmy Johnson defending him very well here in that number 48 machine. Now here comes the 12 underneath Johnson once again. He's going to take it this time by a big margin. Look at Kevin Harvick up in the 3rd place. We're going to try to take 3rd place here. Harvick looking for his first career win still. So, where did he even come from? That's my question. We have not spoken about him all day, and now here he is up in the 3rd place. Looking for more in the Southern 500. Tony Stewart gets by Jamie McMurray. Rusty Wallace is falling all the way back to 7th. Look at Dave Blaney running in 8th. Great run for him here today in that 07 car. How about Jeff Burton running 9th? And then here's a huge dogfight for 10th place. It's a battle royale for 10th back here. Kurt Busch just got by Ken Schrader. Schrader stuck behind the 36 of Boris Said. So Kurt Busch is now your new 10th place driver, with Michael Waltrip right there behind him in 11th. He's going to try to take that spot away. And now here comes Scott Wimmer as well, trying to hold off the 49 and Schrader. Schrader trying to work his way back up and regain all the ground he just lost. How about the 11 of Jason Leffler, running 14th here today. And now Jeff Burton has fallen back. He's going to try to hold these guys off. Man, there's a lot of cars up here. Greg Biffle in second, trying to run down the 12 of Ryan Newman. Remember, he has a great long run car, but I think Ryan Newman might just be a little bit faster. And to be honest, Newman is one of the hardest drivers to pass in racing in general here. I mean, he makes that car as wide as he possibly can. As now we've got just 20 laps to go here from Darlington, so Biffle running out of time. If he wants to win this Southern 500, he's going to have to get up there and find some speed somehow. But man, that 12 car is fast, man. I don't think he's going to be catching Newman anytime soon. Ryan Newman's just on it here today. I mean, he gained a little bit in that last lap. But now here comes Harvick and Johnson in the draft. Kevin Harvick's going to get a big run down the back straightaway. Heading into turn 3, these guys are still right there with that 16 car. Here comes Harvick. Kevin Harvick moves to the inside. He's going to try to take another spot here from Darlington. Biffle has no choice but to back out of it. Can't go side by side through turns 1 and 2. And now Kevin Harvick is going to move up to second place. How about Jimmy Johnson? He stayed in it. Can Harvick do anything? Can Harvick get his first career win? I don't know. It's going to get really close here. We're going to have to jump the 10 laps to go. I apologize. 10 laps to go here from Darlington. And now Tony Stewart has worked his way back up into the top 5. The 48 of Jimmy Johnson has gotten back by Harvick. And so has the 16 of Biffle. He's in front of all these guys. And Ryan Newman's got a huge lead, almost 3 seconds over these guys, but he's getting held up by the 91 of Bill Elliott. That's a lap down car, and he's way off pace. Did that benefit these guys any? Barely. Now here comes Tony Stewart underneath that 16 car. These guys are just racing for second at this point, just in case anything were to happen to that 12. And man, look at the 86. Val Wolfe still out on track. Just trying to make it to the end here. Gain some experience. Ryan Newman, though, just trying to hang on and bring this thing to a close. Ryan Newman has to deal with more lap traffic, just trying to be smooth here. Hermie Sattler not making it easy for him to get by. He's going to try to open the door now, but Sattler still just kind of... Oh, Newman. That's the problem with a single groove racetrack. There's really nowhere to go. Sattler trying to stay in the grip so he can have a chance to get by this 36 car. Even though I'm pretty sure, no, that's for position, so he's not gonna make it easy because he's trying to get past Boris Said, and now Newman's just gonna have to ride around behind all this while these two try to sort this out. Boris Said has to back out of it. Now here comes Hermie Sadler. He's gonna not open the door quite yet. Doesn't trust the lead that he has over that 36 car. Now Newman just gonna push him down the back straightaway. Moves him out of the groove, and that's gonna allow him to get past, but he lost a whole second on these guys behind him, dealing with these lap cars. And now this lap traffic, they're gonna go side by side into turn 1 in front of everybody else. And that's gonna hurt the rest of the pack, as they got it down to within a second on Ryan Newman, and now they're gonna have to hope for some more lap traffic shenanigans, and they might not get them because Tony Raines has been getting out of the way all day here today. Just been taking it smoothly. He's just kind of cruising around out there. He's been staying out of the way, doing his job as a lap car. We've just got 3 laps to go, and they're just now getting by him. It's back up to a 2.2 second lead for Jimmy Johnson. He's gonna have to try to hope for a miracle here to catch that 12 car. Ryan Newman now 2 laps to go here from Darlington. The Southern 500 is gonna come to a close in the matter of minutes. Through 3 and 4, Ryan Newman has been smooth all day. It's been running up inside the top 5, but now he's in the lead. White flag in the air one more time around for the Rocket Man. And oh boy, Ryan Newman, what a season it's been for him so far. Collecting a couple of wins here and there, or I think just 1 win. Looking to get another one here. Off of turn 4 for the final time. Ryan Newman is going to win the Southern 500 here from Darlington. What a race. What a job by Ryan Newman. I honestly didn't see him. Like, I thought he was just a top 5 competitor. All of a sudden, lap cars kind of mixed things up, and he was up there in the lead. So I don't know, with these cautions and all that, man, he really benefited the most, I'll tell you that. Jimmy Johnson comes home with a 2nd place finish. How about Kevin Harvick finishing 3rd? Then Greg Biffle and Tony Stewart rounding out the top 5. Rusty Wallace, Jamie McMurray, Dave Blaney, Kurt Busch, and Michael Waltrip round out the top 10. That's gonna do it though for the Southern 500. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Hope to see y'all next time, and until then, peace.